All right, so today is day 2 of solving equations. Two-step equations. You should have already done your warm-up on your green sheet. Okay, your objective continues being the same. So a quick review: in order to solve an equation, we need to isolate the variable. So remember, isolate means to get by itself, right? You have to get the letter by itself, okay? And then to isolate the variable, we need to use inverse operations to keep the equation balanced. Remember, what you do to one side, you do to the other. And inverse operations just means opposite, okay? So opposite operation. So for addition, the opposite is subtraction. For multiplication, the opposite is division, okay? So inverse operations can be thought as the opposite or undoing operations. So yes, opposite operations, and they undo each other. They cancel each other out. So that's where we think about our zero pairs. So this first problem is a you-do problem. It says a plumber charges $55 for a service call plus $35 per hour. If the plumber's bill was $160, how many hours was he there? So how many hours was the plumber at the service call? That's what they want to know. Okay, that's your question. Okay, you need to know charges $55 for a service call. Okay, plus is a keyword, $35 per hour. What does that keyword per tell you to do? Okay, think about it. And so for analyze, what do I know? So what do you know? Okay, then plan what is my equation, and evaluate what is my solution. So you're gonna go ahead and finish solving that out. Okay, so list out what you know. Okay, I helped you text code it. Okay, we forgot the plumber's bill was 160. Okay, and then what is your equation? Solve out your equation. And then of course for evaluate is what is my solution. You're solving out your solution. Okay, so go ahead and pause your video, finish that one off. So for what do I know, you should have that you have a service call for $55. You know that you have plus $35 per hour, and that the bill was $160. What do I need to know is how many hours. So the how many hours tells us that that's going to be our variable. I'm going to use X, okay? So they charge you a service call for $55 plus $35 per hour. Do we know the number of hours? No, so that's where our X goes. Equals 160, okay? And then you're going to go ahead and solve it out. Okay. Finish solving it. Going on to your check for understanding. Read the word problem below. Look at the student's work and solution. Identify the error and complete the sentence. Then you will share with your shoulder partner and solve it together. It says Gio had a birthday party at the movies. It cost $15 for pizza and $7.50 per friend for the movie tickets. How many friends did Gio go with if he spent $75? So it costs $15 for pizza, $7.50 per friend, and he spent $75. Okay. So this is Gio's work. What is his mistake? Okay. Go ahead and solve that out on your paper. Make sure you explain in complete sentences using your sentence stem. One mistake I found was, tell me what was one mistake you found. So go ahead and pause your video, finish that up. When you're done, come back to it so you can watch the we do. Okay. Which equation is true when x equals 6? Okay. So, sorry, x equals -6. So it gives you the solution. So that means you're going to take that and plug it into your equation in place of your x. Okay. And then you're going to solve to see if it is balanced. So 2 times a -6, -12 plus 6. Well, -12 plus 6 is -6. Does that balance? Is that the same on both sides? No. So A would not be your answer. So then 4 times x minus 3 equals 4. Okay. Before you can plug in your -6, you have to distribute out. So 4 times x is 4x. 4x minus 4 times 3 is 12 equals 4. So 4 times a -6 minus 12 equals 4. So 4 times a -6, -24 minus 12 equals 4. Well, here remember I have to add the opposite plus a -12. So it would be a -36 equals 4. Is that correct? No. Okay, so you finish checking those off, find the correct answer, then come back and see if you do the you do. Okay. So if you came back and solved it, C is your correct answer. Okay, go ahead and finish your you. Go ahead and finish your you do. Raise your hand, and the sub will give you your practice.